Your dive into the wild, weird, and wonderfully messy world of Reddit. This is the Joevelocity Show.
And welcome to the Joevelocity Show. So, we have a special episode this week here. I'm here with two people. First off, I'm here with my mother, Sharon. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Joe.
And I'm also here with my best friend, Hubba.
Hello,
Hubba.
hello.
So, yeah,
Hi,
this
Hubba.
is our holiday
Hey.
episode.
Hi, Mom.
So I figured I'd have you both on because you guys have been like my only two guests this year. Or actually, no, there's also been other people there as well. But nonetheless, you guys are
We're
the
your
most popular.
favorite.
Exactly, yes. Something like that. But I was just thinking it's been a while since I've actually recorded one of these here. So, and we were supposed to record yesterday, but I inadvertently could not get logged into either computer that I do the show with there. That runs like the soundboard and this Zoom call that we're on here right now and everything. And so, yeah. So I had some technical issues yesterday. Got them solved in about 2 hours after we were supposed to record the show. And then,
It's all right.
and then today you guys had the technical issues with your microphone.
Just a little.
Right.
It's
So
been a while.
it all goes
we're
around.
Not experts like you.
my audio situation is so freaking complicated that you guys, your head would be spinning. Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's like, running things here to there and all
I've
around
been
and everything.
to your house.
I'm sorry?
I've been to your house. So
Cables
I've been
everywhere. Cables everywhere,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, are you guys having a good holiday season?
We are.
It's
I
nice.
am.
Uh-huh. So,
Cold go
So
away.
far.
I'm sorry?
I'm glad the snow went away.
Right? Oh my
Mm.
God.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I remember like
Hoping-
me and Hubba were talking one time. It was like 90 degrees, I think, one day that you and I recorded. And it's like, it's too damn hot. Now it's too damn cold. There's no happy medium. I swear.
Right.
Right.
I'll take this weather.
Unbelievable.
I'll
Yeah,
take
this is nice. This
We
today
had our
is
we had
so
our
nice.
snow.
You know, do you know what? It's been like that, been like this for what the past few days now, right?
Yeah, it has warmed
Right.
up, thank God. So
Yeah, it's been nice.
that's
It's
always a
been
good
nice.
thing there. Yeah, so Christmas card season. So this year I went retro and made these fancy dancy Christmas cards in Printmaster, which is a lot like Print Shop. Print them on a laser printer on a Commodore 128, which the Commodore 128 is something that would have existed back in the 80s. But on the other hand, there too, the laser printer, though, would not have been a thing back in 1985 when the computer came out. So I printed those out and everything there, and I printed them out on cardstock, and I realized here the big problem I had there was actually folding the damn cardstock because they print out like this here. And so I was
Yeah.
able to fold it this way, but when I folded it in the other direction this way, I guess it's going against the grain. And so it was really tough.
Mm.
And so part of the cards are I actually kind of like ripped them, but anyways, it was just like,
I got mine. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, look.
the ones that you guys got weren't ripped. Let's put it that way.
Right. They
But-
were nice. They were
but-
real nice. Thank
But about
you.
3 or 4 of them there. Yeah, and people were like, "Oh my God, I love the cards." So yeah, they were a big hit, but I should have just went and bought regular cards, to be honest, because this was
Next
way
year.
more expensive than just going and buying some Christmas cards.
Oh, well, yeah, because you had to buy the printer and the ink. You had to get ink for it too, right?
I had to buy a toner cartridge for the printer because when I bought it, the reason why I got the laser printer cheap is that it needed a new drum and a toner. These things can be kind of expensive, but I was able to find a drum and a toner cartridge for $30 on Amazon. So I'm like, yeah, that's not bad.
Right.
So,
Right.
and then on top of it, I realized is that Staples does recycling on toner cartridges. So I was able to just take it there and give them back the old one and be like, here you go.
Right. Right.
Good
But
job.
another thing I've been trying to do there is that I was looking for dot matrix printers and everything there, and I ended up with 3 of them. I actually had 4 at one time, but I think I was mentioning there that I went up to, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last show, but I went to Newcastle to get a printer from Pittsburgh, and it's like a 50-mile trip.
Yeah, I think you said something about that.
Yeah, and so I went up and got the printer, and I came home, and I cleaned it up, and I turned it on, and it worked fine. I printed a test page, but the ribbon was kind of like really iffy, so I didn't really see anything on the page whenever I was printing, but it was working. You know, if I had a ribbon that worked, it would have been fine. Next day, I got the ribbons. I went and I popped in a ribbon on the printer, turned it on, the printer died.
Oh, God.
But I realized all the stuff from like the 80s and 90s, you know, it's like 30,
Maybe
40
it's
years
not
old.
meant to be,
right?
Some things aren't meant to be brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I made gingerbread cookies.
Ooh, fancy.
I love gingerbread cookies.
When did
I
you
do
make
too.
them? Because I haven't seen any though.
Well, they're not for you.
I know that's right.
Well, I have oatmeal raisin cookies, and guess what? They're not for you either.
You
That's
can
okay.
keep your money.
You can keep it.
You can keep them.
I'll give Hubba gingerbread cookies.
Oh, I
He's
I
my
see,
new
I
best
see.
friend. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Grandma used to keep them. I never did like oatmeal raisin cookies. I never did.
These are oatmeal
like
cranberry
oatmeal
cookies.
raisin.
I'm sorry.
He
That
likes-
is, yeah, because you like cranberry stuff, Mom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So those are all right.
Well, why not?
None of reasons.
But I'm glad you guys are having a good holiday season and everything there. Yeah, I've been plugging along here, like I said, with my retro computer stuff there. I have everything I need now. I have a floppy drive. I have printers out the ass. I'm like the land of misfit dot matrix printers now, you know, because I ended up with like a total of, let's see, right now I have 3 dot matrix printers and a laser printer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm probably actually going to sell one of the dot matrix printers, but the problem is I'm trying to sell the ribbons that go with it there too on eBay, and that's not going well, but that's a different story. I'll tell you that later on.
Speaking of stories. Yeah.
Are you guys ready to get this started?
Yes.
Let's go ahead here and get this show on the road. So the first story. Am I the asshole for sharing what I thought was a funny Christmas memory and really ticking off my grandma? So I, 40 female, and my husband and kids were spending Christmas Eve with my side of the family. It's been a tradition as long as I remember to celebrate Christmas Eve at my grandma's, who's 70-ish, house. This year, a 20-ish-year-old young lady has joined our family by having a baby with my cousin. While she is a lot younger than me, we have kids the same age, and so we always find something to talk about. Well, we were talking, and the conversation ended up with me telling what I consider to be a funny, wholesome Christmas memory. When I was 12 or 13, I lived with my grandparents. I really wanted to be a writer and had begged for a typewriter. It was all that I wanted. I asked all year long. The night before Christmas, I was helping my grandma wrap presents, and eventually she brought out a huge, very heavy cardboard box and said, "This is your present, so don't look at it. Just wrap it." I just about shit. This was it. I was finally getting my typewriter. Next day comes, the family gathers, open gifts, and no big box. Okay, so be under the tree tomorrow morning. I was over Santa, but whatever. I waited this long. Next morning, we're tearing open gifts, and the place is a wreck, and my grandma brings out 2 identical big boxes. One for me, one for my sister. I ripped the box apart like a wild animal, and the box was a shiny new set of encyclopedias. Actually, half a set. My sister got the other half. We all laughed, my friend, my cousins, and an aunt or two. I ended up by saying, just to be funny, and that's how your childhood dies. I guess I pissed off my grandmother really good. She says nothing to me until a few days later, and I get a message about how she will always love me, but I really should adjust my attitude and not be such a brat. Apparently, my uncles also think that I'm an asshole, and my gramps is disappointed in me. I apologize not for what I said, but for hurting her feelings, which is not what she wanted to hear. She's my grandma. I certainly didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I read those encyclopedias to cover the cover, so it's not like I hated them. I just thought it was a genuinely funny, heartwarming story about how funny my grandma is. I don't see how I'm the asshole, or my apology was insufficient, but if you guys think I'm in fault, I will absolutely apologize correctly. Am I the asshole?
Well, what you think, Mom?
She's 13. She's an asshole.
Right.
They're assholes at 13. But her grandmother did buy her a gift that she could have probably afford and was equally given her sister a gift as well. So I think, something they both could enjoy. And I think a gift should be appreciated no matter what it is.
Right.
So
Should encyclopedias be Christmas gifts, though?
I don't see anything wrong with a set of encyclopedias being a Christmas gift.
Okay.
I mean, it's a useful item and it's not something they would ask for. And that's sometimes what you want to buy them, something they wouldn't ask for themselves.
Right.
And I think from a grandmother, I think that's a very appropriate gift.
Okay.
Right.
Now, you could probably speak to this a lot better than me or Hubba could there, but were encyclopedias expensive back in the day? they were
pricey. I mean, they
Right.
were, yeah, they were, in sight of things that, compromise, and comparable to what prices have gone up and stuff. Yeah, they were like, not for everybody, but for the middle class person, I think they were, expensive
were.
enough. I mean, you got, I don't know. I don't think we gave you your encyclopedias during Christmas. I
No.
think we bought them throughout the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's what she was doing. She was buying them throughout the year, something she could afford little by little, and then gave them to them for Christmas.
I mean, it was a gift, but I mean, I think there that, basically, yeah, she read those encyclopedias still, but she was joking whenever she said, that's how my childhood dies, because she ran
Yeah.
up the typewriter and got
I mean,
encyclopedias instead.
that's coming from a child.
Mhm.
She doesn't have all her boundaries, and, she was being funny, but it can hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
You're the one that gave them a gift, and, somebody makes a snarky comment about a gift you give them, it does hurt your feelings. So I do think that she owes the family an apology.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's really one of those cases where it's kind of like, even if she, is not sorry, still it's kind of like, I think she should still apologize no matter what,
Right.
just to
Right.
make peace with everybody there,
Right.
Because honestly,
I mean-
I don't think it's worth dying on that hill.
Right. Well, you
Right.
got a sweater from your grandmother once for Christmas. When you were about 4
I did.
4 or 5. 4.
And?
Well, maybe 5. And you were cute because you're like, this is just what I wanted.
Well, I was a weird kid apparently, so
Cracked up because, but you were being nice,
Nice.
and you knew it was coming from your grandmother, and it was a gift. And I felt proud of you that day that you did
Wow.
that. It was funny.
I was a weird kid apparently.
Still are,
I was
but-
a good, well, yeah.
What do
Me.
you think, Hubba?
I see your point. I definitely see your point, but I do look at it as, she kind of was just joking. I don't think she meant it as I didn't appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
can understand the grandma's feelings too. Come on, I didn't have to buy you nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I
So,
think the embarrassing
both
part
points.
was it was in front of the whole family too.
Uh-huh.
Right.
The
Yeah.
whole family was
There's a
there.
way of doing things. You know what I mean? And the way she kind of went about it, she went a little too far with it, trying to be funny. And she was just trying to be funny. So that's the other part I look at. I don't think she was being I just think she was just trying to be funny, and it just
Yeah.
didn't come out that way.
No.
I think the
know?
joke was half funny to some people, and then other people there who actually got her the gift that wasn't funny, so
Right.
Yeah.
so
Yeah. That happens all the time where
Yeah.
people tell jokes and it's just it doesn't hit like they think it do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
so this comment here was kind of pertinent to this whole entire situation there. Basically they said that she's not the asshole. I don't think worse of your grandma for having heard the story about the encyclopedias, but maybe there's a backstory behind them that we're not aware of. Maybe she slaved away saving for them. Her reaction seemed to be more intense than what the situation warranted otherwise. Or maybe your delivery of the joke in spoken form came across differently than how it's written. Who knows?
Mm.
Hope everything works out, and hopefully he leaves you the hell alone. I don't know what that means, but anyways. And then somebody else said, I thought it was common knowledge that encyclopedias should be Christmas gifts. It's not like you asked for them. Not the asshole, I'd probably say the same thing. But the third commenter here, this is funny. Well, if you got the first half of the set, you would be able to look up asshole. You find that you are not the asshole. If you have the second half, look up storyteller, and that would be you, still not the asshole. Grandma seems to be overly sensitive, hopefully not because she set you up for disappointment all those years ago. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it sounds like the commenters are coming across a little entitled, you know? Because I think the grandma did something nice, and it's kind of like,
Right.
I don't think she's appreciating that, you know? Or just leaving it alone, you know? The fact that she back up and say something about it.
The woman's in her 40s now, right?
Yeah.
And she was just telling the story of when she was 13.
Uh-huh.
Like back when she was 13 years old, like that's how she looked at it at 13.
Right.
You know, when you're a teenager and you look at things differently, you're not as appreciative of things compared to like where now she's like telling the story and she's joking about it. Like, I didn't appreciate it much, but you know what I mean? I see where it came from. It came from the heart, you know?
That's true. That's true. That's that's important to remember. This happened when she was 13.
Right.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like, I think everybody sucked here to a certain extent. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a toughie. I mean, feelings were hurt either way. So
yeah, right.
You should apologize if you hurt her feelings. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. Just apologize. Apologize and move on.
Exactly. You know? I don't like I said earlier, I don't think it's worth a hill, worth dying on that hill for, Just say, I'm sorry, I realize is that a lot of thought went into that there and blah, blah, blah.
She better not go down the hill. She better go up the hill and make a deal with God. She better chill out. It is not that worth it.
Oh, anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to the second story here. Would I be the asshole if I skipped a Christmas over the movie A Christmas Story? So this started maybe 10 years ago when I, 23 female, was a teenager. The first 2 years, they, which are 40 and 43, put on A Christmas Story once in the evening. My stepdad said it was his favorite movie, and we had to watch it on Christmas to be in the holiday spirit. I didn't mind it. I'm not a fan of the movie, but it's fine. It's 2 hours of my life, not a big deal. But the next year, my parents discovered that TBS plays A Christmas Story all 24 hours of Christmas. From the moment we woke up until the moment we went to bed, A Christmas Story was playing in the background. I thought this was maybe some type of gag and a joke and went along with it. But then next Christmas on Christmas Eve, they mentioned it being excited to watch A Christmas Story marathon again. I asked if they were joking and asked if we could not do that because I really don't like the movie, got some sensory overload, and would prefer to have some quiet time where we were unwrapping gifts, ate, etc. They insisted that it was a family tradition now. I needed to just deal with it. This has now happened every year since. It's on every waking moment. As a teen, I walked out of Christmas sometimes and kind of honestly threw a fit over it. As an adult, I tried negotiating them to stop watching it, having turned it off when they left the house and got an earful for that. Suggested other movies, or asked to only watch it once or twice, all to no avail. I feel like I'm going crazy every Christmas, and I hear that kid say he can't move his arms one more time. I'm going to lose it. I'm headed up with my partner for the day and got a message from my parents telling me not to ruin the day by asking them not to watch the movie. My partner and extended family think my parents do this just to antagonize me, since they know I easily get sensory overload. We don't have the best relationship, even outside of Christmas. It's just one day, but it also feels like it makes me a little crazy every Christmas, and it has made me dread the day even though Christmas is my favorite holiday. Would I be the asshole if I told them this is my last year during Christmas Day with them, as long as they keep the movie on all day? My partner's family has made it clear I'm always welcome. We just can't fly there this year. And then they edit it to say I might be the asshole because I'm pulling a nuclear option over something as trivial as a movie playing in the background. My mom especially really values having the family together over the holidays, and my siblings don't seem to mind the movie. I think they might be the assholes because they know that constantly having the movie on gives me sensory overload and have ignored all my previous requests to have it off, even for just a moment. So, boy, oh boy. I know I was up at my mom's house a few weeks ago and A Christmas Story was on. We turned it on and watched it. But we were quoting all these lines. You'll shoot your eye out, you know?
Yeah, but I probably haven't seen it in 20 years.
Oh, you haven't? Really?
Or longer than that. My husband likes it. So I think it's more of a guy's movie than a family movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad movie, And I mean, thankfully it only comes on once a year,
Right. I in this day and age, I think it's a little inappropriate in some places, but that's my Me Too movement.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're just, but all in all, it's a funny movie. But
I mean, it also took place in the
24 hours
40s.
a day,
You know.
I would blow my brains out.
Yeah.
Watch it 24 hours a day.
Oh my God.
I think that's too much. Turn it on once. If you have a house full of people, that's just another noise, like she's saying in the background, that you don't need, because if you're talking to everybody, you can't sit and enjoy it anyway.
Right.
I feel bad for her. I think, it's just something she's going to have to decide on her own. But I do think it's.
I think the parents are trolling
sad.
the kid, at this point here. They have to have it on all the time. You know?
All day long. Yeah.
They just traumatized them. Just, why would you, come on, you see that they don't really care for it, and you still deliberately played it and drove them insane. This is the situation where it'd be like, see why some people don't want to be bothered with their parents,
Yeah.
Yeah. Or big family gatherings,
Right.
Right. Because there's always this could be a nice evening, the whole family there. And if you played it in the morning while no one's there yet, while you're fixing the turkey or doing whatever you're doing, it could be nice. But, it's like watching the Macy's Day Parade. If I like to watch it, but if I don't watch it, it's not going to be, a big deal.
Right.
So I think, then you can go back and you could watch this probably anytime. It's probably on Netflix.
Why force somebody to watch something? Excuse me. Why force somebody to watch something they're not into?
Yeah, exactly. The commenters.
That comes with the somewhat Me Too movie.
The leg.
They don't want.
The commenters are having some fun with this here. Not the asshole telling you rather shoot your eye out with a Red Ryder BB gun than sit there all the movie nonstop again. Stay home and start your own household traditions. Next one said, tell them to go lick a frozen pole.
Really at that point.
The third one kind of hits upon what you were saying there. It's kind of a dark movie at places if you think about it too much. The leg lamp fart feels particularly uncomfortable to me. It really shows how strained their marriage is, how little the dad cares about his wife, and how sad it is he was all excited about his major award, ends up being this garish knick-knack, and he's so desperate to feel like he accomplished something that he pretends that it's a great work of art. The scene where the mom spends the whole dinner trying to take care of everyone else is also sad due to sexism. And then there's Ralphie himself, who spends the whole movie powerless and subject to the whims of older people. The BB gun thing is kind of sad too, because he obviously just wants it because it was advertised a ton. The narration by the adult Ralphie kind of highlights the underlying issues too. At its heart, it's about the post-war American dream and how it isn't all cracked up to be. I guess the humor kind of comes from being able to laugh at how sad their lives are. Boy, talk about making that movie sad.
Right. I mean,
God dang. Ooh, that
I didn't get any of that out of the movie.
Right.
Yeah, right. Like your statement was like enough. Like it made sense, but this one was just like, okay, God dang.
This one just like literally you took the balloon and just popped it,
Yeah.
Took a feel good Christmas movie and be like, psst.
Oh, goodness.
It's an era. It's a timed movie.
It definitely is a movie of its time. Yeah.
Of its time, right. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean,
yeah.
Hopefully a lot has changed.
Right.
But not much.
The final commenter goes, fra ra 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 ra. When they're in the Chinese restaurant, they're not to spoil the movie, but they bring it to the dock and then chop its head off.
Funny as heck.
Anyways, we're going to go ahead here. We're going to take a break. And we'll be right back with more of the Joevelocity Show after these messages. Welcome back to the Joevelocity Show. We're going to go ahead and get into the third story here. Am I the asshole for just giving everyone money for Christmas? So the story goes, I'm 45. The story involves me, husband who's 46, our 2 teens, 17 female and 15 male. Let's put it simply, I'm a horrible gift giver. I'm well aware of it, having been told my entire life. I don't read people well, and have a hard time remembering what people like and dislike, so I just wish they gave me a list of specific things instead of vaguely expecting me to figure it out. Well, because of all this, I decided that instead of gifts this year, I would just give all 3 of them the money I would have spent on gifts for them, around $300 each. Jeez, that seems like a lot of money.
Yeah, shoot, they better not complain.
All right. Anyways, in my mind, this is the perfect plan that took the guesswork out of me and ensured that they all buy something they actually wanted. Well, the reality wasn't all that I expected. When everyone noticed that the little bear under the tree, they got confused. I handed everyone their envelopes and told them that it was their gift from me. They opened them, and my daughter was like the first to speak up and saying, "This is all you did? You could have tried a little harder, Mom." My son agreed, and my husband asked why I did this. So I told them that year after year, they tell me my gifts for them sucked, and usually end up getting sold back to the stores, so I figured this was the best way for them to each get what they actually wanted. They got mad at me for saying so, and accused me of being lazy, not loving them enough to remember what they like, etc. So I reminded them again, I try my damnedest every year, and it's never good enough. I'm not dictating how them spend their money. If they want to blow it all in a day, cool. If they want to save it up, fine by me. I'm just so tired of being told I'm bad at giving gifts, I thought this was the best way to avoid it. So, first off, Mom, if you gave me $300 for Christmas, I would love that. I don't expect you to give me $300, though. Maybe $100, if that, So, I'm not expecting you to go all out on this, because, I'm an adult now. If I want to get something, I usually will go and buy it myself.
Right. I usually give you guys money, but I like to buy you something, just something to open under the tree or something. I sent your sister a gift and, and stuff, and you certainly will get a gift. And, but money at a certain age, I think is fine. And I don't think if I was 15 or 17 and got $300 from my mother, I would have been like set for the year.
You've been over the moon, yeah.
Yeah. I think these kids have been a little harsh on their mother. But, and then if the dad buys them something anyway, they can exchange those if they don't like them.
No offense, they sound like entitled brats, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That part.
That part right there.
That part. I would have took them out. I would have been so happy to receive that money.
Yeah.
I would have been so happy. And just for them to be so ungrateful about her even doing that. And for one, they complained about her gifts.
Approximation makes complete sense.
I'm not good at reading people. I'm not good at reading people.
Yeah.
So most of the time, I either give a gift card or money because I'm just not good at reading people. But you know what? I do give gifts like spontaneously. I'm not good when it comes to Christmas because if I see something randomly or something that I notice someone might want or need, then I'll go and grab it then and give it to them. Then I just thought it is. But when it comes to Christmas and stuff, birthdays, sometimes I just don't think clearly. I just don't. But for them to be like that about their mother giving them $300, you know what I could do with that right now?
Right. Pay a bill,
and I'm an adult. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I gotta get my system fixed in my car. Shoot, I can use that.
Yeah.
Kids get a lot. Like you're saying, they sound entitled, and then they do. They get a lot for Christmas. Now they can get it on sale because it'll be after Christmas.
Sounds like the kids are like their father.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. They learned that from their father.
Yeah.
That's true. That is a learned behavior.
I think the comments
opposites attract.
Agreed. Yeah, I think the comments completely agree with us here. Yeah. Not the asshole OP's kids sound like they're very entitled. They complain every year. They don't sound grateful at all. And obviously not it's a thought that counts kind of crowd. If OP has generally tried to do their best to buy them gifts that they all like, and they just insult her every time, I don't blame her for going the cash route. So, and then somebody else said, I would have loved $300 when I was 15. Hell, I'm a middle-aged woman now. My parents only gave us cash this year. Totally fine with it. Yeah, I mean, Grandma's given us cash for God knows how long now. I love the fact that she gives us cash, you know.
Right.
So
Right.
I'd be grateful for a $10 gift card.
Right. Sometimes
let alone $300 in cash.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think we've gotten lottery tickets.
Well, we did a game. We used to
like
play
that
a
too.
game with lottery tickets, you know, just to go around, and everybody brought lottery tickets and we passed them all around and stuff.
Right.
Right.
That was just like a game thing going on. And I think Matthew's the only one that ever won anything.
I know, right? Yeah. We literally have one person in our family.
And then
Win
one
every year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they would win like $5, you know. So it wasn't like anything big, you know.
And I would have been grateful for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely the thought that
It was
counts.
the fun of it. You know, people forget it's about, you know, it's not about receiving gifts and stuff. There's a whole other meaning to Christmas. Right. And I think, you know, we need to get back to that a little bit.
We do, yeah. So,
and I hope that woman hears our podcast and see that we got her back.
Yes. Right.
You know, because that's just crazy.
Well, maybe next year it should be $200.
Right.
Next year $100. If they don't appreciate $300, then
because you hated the $300 I got you, we're getting you $200 this year.
Yeah.
No, how about this year? I get you nothing because you don't appreciate nothing. You don't get nothing.
That's true. That's true.
Now run to the bank with that.
Ooh, you're harsh.
See,
no, but you're being completely honest. Like
it's true, though. It is true.
Yeah,
if you don't appreciate it, you know, you can't.
Right.
I would have humbled them real quick. Real quick.
It sounds like
she got them coal.
That's how you're raised. Entitled. You learned.
Here's your actual box of coal.
Right. Here's a box of nothing. Figure out what to do with that. Figure it out.
Have you guys
that box?
Have you guys ever got anybody coal for Christmas?
No.
Have you ever got anybody coal for Christmas?
I think we did as a joke one year.
Oh, really?
The kids did it to their dad one year.
Oh my goodness.
I imagine dad would feel pretty bad.
Now that's hilarious.
But that wasn't, I mean, you know, that was just a joke. And of course he did get something.
Yeah.
But
oh man.
It was just a joke. We like to play jokes.
Thank God you didn't have a bad kid there, because I probably would have gotten coal for Christmas one year. If I was bad.
You were a good boy.
I could not imagine one year that I would have given you coal.
Yeah, right. Regardless.
Maybe when I was 17. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. We won't go.
Was you the baby when you were 17? Would you
was
be young, wild, and free?
I became a bad child after my parents got divorced. I don't know what the hell happened, but anyways.
It happens. It happens. You know, something, your life was changed dramatically. So it's just, you act out on it.
You out.
Right?
People don't feel to realize, and people don't feel to realize too that people's minds don't develop really until they're like 25.
Right.
So you were just 17. You didn't know how to act or what to do. Just act it out.
Yeah, if I can go back and change some of the things that I did back then, I probably would have. But anyways.
But you can't.
That's a story for another podcast.
You have to make up for it the rest of your
right. Yeah, exactly.
I love Bob. Yeah. You have to make up for it.
That's your torture.
That's hilarious. Oh, that story took us way out.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that story took you way out, this is our final story, and this is a doozy. guy I'm seeing legitimately thinks that Santa Claus is real. Okay. So here goes the story. I think he actually believes Santa Claus is a real person in some capacity and thinks he delivers presents to his family personally. I'm probably going to leave tomorrow because it's been awful so far and I just want out. I'll call him Adam, a fake name. Adam is 25 male. Is from a pretty rural area up in the mountains, keeping it vague on purpose. And his family are what I consider to be religious extremists. He told me this before I, who's 23 female, came to see them for Christmas, that they were very religious, as are mine, so I thought it would be similar. I've only been seeing him a couple of months, and his beliefs have only come up minimally, and Santa Claus was not part of that. I don't even think we mentioned it at all, because despite walking around Walmart, Christmas decorations, holiday stuff on shelves, and him saying he wishes there was more Christian decor. Adam and his family call Santa St. Nick to start off with. He has a large family. We had a lot of regular Christmas Eve activities all day, including cooking breakfast and dinner with his family, sitting around and playing with the children, going to a church event around lunchtime. When we went to church, his mom would shake her head disapprovingly at some references towards Santa Claus the pastor made, and would whisper to his younger brother or nephew next to her. I didn't hear what she said. When we made dinner, she told me to fix a plate for St. Nick, and I laughed and said, "Cookies aren't enough?" And Adam shot me a horrified look. I felt the gaze of his mother, and she gave me this sort of fake smile and said, "No, hon, that's not a filling meal." So I lit it up as much as I gave Adam and the men in his family and put it on a plate. His mom put tinfoil over it and put it in the fridge in the garage. At some point, about 2/3 of the family left. The children went to bed after an hour, it being dark. Adam's mom told them to go settle in bed so St. Nick can have his dinner and start to deliver presents. This gave me the implication that he would start his night here rather than just stop by and have cookies and leave. I'm not sure. His mom read a couple of passages out of the Bible about family as we sat around their wood-burning stove, and we discussed my family situation a bit. Adam's dad then told Adam and I, as well as his little sister, to go to the guest house to sleep. It was about 9 p.m. I changed in the bathroom and said my goodnight to them. I was about to walk out the door with Adam when his mom snapped her fingers and said, "Hun, you're forgetting the most important part of Christmas?" Adam looked pale for a second before kind of nervously laughing and stepped back in the door holding my hand. We went out into the garage where he grabbed the plate. I said something like, "She's really serious about Santa getting this food, huh?" Trying to lighten the mood. He squeezed my hand really hard and said, "Yes, I say it's serious." We went back to the microwave, the meal, and we awkwardly stood there in front of the microwave watching the plate turn around. I found his parents' gaze in the back of my head. I said something again, I can't remember what, kind of lighthearted about Santa having a full stomach if he eats like this at every house. Adam gripped my hand harder than he did before, and the first sign of affection he had given me in front of his parents all night, and said, "His name is St. Nicholas. He only eats his dinner here. Don't be disrespectful in our home." Sounds calm, all typed out like that, but the way he said it gives me chills. His parents didn't say anything, and I felt like I was going to cry. I left to walk in the backyard to the guest house, and his sister was waiting in this mostly empty living room area in there. She said she started the wood-burning stove there. She showed me where to sleep, a twin bed next to her, and said Adam would be in the next room over with his younger brother. I just laid down and I heard Adam come in maybe half an hour later and go straight to bed. I've just been laying here unable to get to sleep because I'm so anxious, and I already hear movement in the main house at the point I don't know what to think. I thought after everyone had left, mostly small children, the St. Nick talk would end. I think this family, or at least him and everyone else younger, legitimately believes this is a real person. His parents are really strict and live relatively off-grid and isolated. I barely have service right here, so I'll see if this posts because I can't even text my friends because it says SOS on my phone right now. I feel like I'm in a horror movie where they believe Santa is like a distant uncle or something. Does anyone know any traditions like this? They killed a pig somewhere in the last week as well as a couple chickens. The whole family is coming back tomorrow, and maybe it'll feel less weird with more people being here. A few of his cousins gave me more modern vibe than the rest of his nuclear family, but I don't know. I might just head back and stay at his apartment a couple hours away alone. I don't think I can continue seeing them. It's just been so weird. That's the feeling I get from this story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This sounds like something from Criminal Minds. And I think if I was her, I would run.
Yes.
These
Yes.
people are crazy. So
Yeah, them people
get out and
are
watch.
weird.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't like how he scolded her about Saint Nick and almost made her cry.
Yeah.
How dare you refer to him as Santa Claus? His name is Saint Nick.
I had to cuss him out in front of his whole family and left.
Right.
I think she should have gone out when the getting was good.
Like we're all crazy.
Yeah, they have to have somebody in the basement or something that they're like keeping down there to give them a whole dish full of food. I mean, yeah. And then she better make sure this Adam doesn't stalk her afterwards.
Right.
Right.
It just sounds like, this is like some weird tradition that got way out of hand. It sounds like to me, the commenters
they need to be exposed. Watch out for this family, okay?
Yeah, I think they live somewhere in Virginia or West Virginia.
That explains a lot.
Mountains.
Way to perpetrate the stereotype, Mom.
Yeah, I'm trying not to either, but my gosh.
But you ain't that far off either. That's the problem.
Sorry.
We love you too, West Virginians.
Yeah, we love you people. All people.
Right. Anyways,
off the grid or not.
The commenters, I think, agreed with us here. Sounds like you just stumbled onto a Santa worshipping cult. Very strange, bizarre. And then the second commenter kind of answers the question here that I think all of us had. Who ate the plate of food?
Yeah.
How's how you pop the bubble. If in the morning they're prancing around claiming Saint Nick came and ate his plate of microwave food, then you know they're completely delusional, trying to keep some childlike Christmas ritual alive with the family. Ask Adam where the food went. If he claims Saint Nick ate it, I'd be gonzo immediately. And then the final commenter said, watched the movie with this plot last night on Netflix.
Wow. What's the movie?
Right? I know.
I want to kind of see this. Let me see who to watch out for.
But guess what?
What?
Updates.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Which you guys don't have here.
No.
So she responded back, I'm still alive. I'm not dead. Holidays ended horribly, and my relationship is over. Probably for the best now. I've had time away from him. Talk to my friends. Especially, I essentially ruined Christmas. St. Nick literally left the food untouched because there was a non-believer in the house. And Adam's mom made it a point of being because I was there. And essentially was barred from seeing him and called a degenerate from his whole family. I think this is it. I can't imagine typing in another few paragraphs of the worst Christmas I've ever had. Completely alone with crazy religious nuts in my field, only for it to be called a horror movie in the making. Yeah, I know. My life right now just sucks. Wish there was more to say. It was more dramatic for everyone wanting that, but I just don't have it in me. Wish I had a real family and relationships that don't suck. Wish I had answers for you. This is why this family is so crazy around the holidays and aren't normal people that let their son date girls outside their borderline Amish lifestyle. I don't know. The end.
Amish lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think even the Amish would be that crazy,
I didn't even know the Amish celebrated, I don't know, Christmas.
Do they?
I don't think
I don't
really celebrate.
I don't know that much
holidays.
about them. I don't know.
I would assume they still celebrate some holidays there, but still, because they are religious there. But I don't think that even religious people are crazy like that. Even religious people that I know celebrate Christmas, and maybe they treat it like a religious holiday there.
But religious people be like, okay,
That's right.
and I have no problem with people practicing a religion or anything. I have no problem with that.
I
But when
don't
it
either.
comes to just, you're just being overbearing and trying to convince me to be something that you got to go. Okay, I
Right.
can't deal with that.
We
Yeah.
should introduce this family to the Christmas Story family.
Yeah, right, right.
They belong to
Should
each
we?
other. And they're people. That's right.
But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this holiday edition of the Joevelocity Show. Make sure to subscribe to the show, your favorite podcast app, to listen on demand so that you don't miss an episode. For access to our websites, visit us at joevelocity.com. Thanks for listening and have a good one. Bye.
Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
everyone.